the chase and the hunting. I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted.
Yo, my Imo, what's going on, brother? You good?
What's up?
Yeah, I'm all good, bro. Yeah, things are going good for once in a while.
Yeah. I don't want to jinx this, so
yeah, we don't
that all the time.
What's going on, Abdi?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, man?
Yeah, if people don't know, Abdi is an Arsenal fan, new to the channel. Obviously, we've seen Mo before in a different stream. So we're going to be discussing, obviously, the weekend game, which is a preview. I'm hoping Anton and Uncle Albert will come on because we're just waiting for them to. And yeah, we'll discuss the top three as well. If you guys want, we could discuss Arsenal and see where you guys are in regards to the Premier League, because it looks like you're picking up again, Abdi, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just been 2 games, but I need to see at least 5-6 consecutive games before I could say anything close to we're back or anything like that. So it's a long ways to go.
No problem, bro. Let me sort this out. Let me see where I put this. Okay.
By the way.
Huh? Yeah, I can't believe it. They said it was allowed. And is this allowed? What the heck?
Yeah. It took them 3-4 minutes just to get to that decision. I swear to God, this league is messed, man.
I was watching it and it said onside. And I looked back, they took the goal away. What was that about?
It did say onside, did it?
It did.
It said onside.
It did say that. Yeah. It said that, and all of a sudden they took it back. Don't know why.
It's back to 1-1. I was like, what?
This league.
It's beyond belief. I swear to God, man. I've had enough. I've had enough, to be fair, guys. Like, it's just too much of, the consistency is not there. The consistency is not there, and they're just making up things as they go along. If you look at the line they're actually drawn, it wasn't even straight. You know what I mean? So, as I said before the goal, it wasn't straight, the line either.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. So, guys, let's discuss the Premier League, of course. What do you guys think of, how it's going this season? As we can see, it's not like usual, Man City dominating. It looks like, there's more than one team in the title race. And, from my perspective, I think even though Liverpool is top of the league, I like to see something different, guys. I don't want to see the same things anymore, you know what I mean? And it's looking good. So far, so good. In regards to not having Man City win it 5 in a row. Because, a lot of people say it's not a farmers league, but I see it as a farmers league. If a team wins a league 4 times in a row, it's farmers league, isn't it, Abdi? So let's just be realistic here, bro.
Yeah, 5 is too much, man. I feel like 4 is too much. 3 is too much. I mean, if you say 5, that's. I mean, when Man United did the 3P, everyone was calling them one of the greatest teams ever. And now you have a team that could possibly go for 5. Yeah, I mean, you never know, but 5 is ridiculous. But it's not like this team spends more money or has more money in the pocket than the other big clubs. Yeah. So it's just a matter of structure. It's a matter of ambition. And I think a lot of teams below City just lack that ambition. That's what it comes down to. One wants trophies and the other ones want to stay relevant. That's the difference.
100%. What about you, Mo? What do you think of it this season so far in regards to the league being more competitive than usual? Obviously, one team is running away with it, but it's just the beginning of the season. We're only in the first part of the season. We're not in the second part of the season.
Are we all like 11, 12 matches so far?
Yeah,
something like that. I mean, so far so good. Of course, for us Liverpool fans, like we're living life at the moment. But knowing Liverpool, I mean, not even Liverpool, any team. It can we will eventually drop points. We're not going to say we're not. We're going to win for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
it's still early, but we all know with City usually they go down in the first few games for the season, but not as bad as this. I don't remember seeing City dropping behind the first 8 points.
Yeah.
So we stay positive, of course. Arne Slot doing great so far. I hope it stays like this. But as long as it's not City, man, I don't care who wins. As long as it's not Everton or United.
Yeah.
Other than that, Arsenal wins it, fairs. Chelsea win it, fairs. We win it, perfect. as long as it's not City, man, I want to see some changes in the league, man. Like, we can't have City win it 5 times in a row. I'm not like this, just beyond. We can't have it, man. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with both of you. You know, I mean, as you can see, the league, you never thought like Brighton and teams like that would be up there at this time, you know, especially this time of the season as well. And, you know, you got teams like Chelsea coming up, and below that, the points, it's not too far from each other, guys. If you look at it, normally, you know, the top 3 around this time will run away with it, and, you know, they'd be way ahead of everybody else, if you know what I mean. But
yeah,
from what I can see this season, guys, it's going to go to the wire still. I could still see twists and turns, Abdi. I don't see one team dominating the league as it looks right now. But, you know, it only takes a couple of losses, isn't it? It only takes a couple of losses for a team to drop down the table, and that can happen.
Yeah, if you watch the Premier League long enough, you know that every team goes through a patch. And it's either early in the season, or it comes towards the end of the season, or in the middle of the season. And the only way I can see Liverpool going through a patch is injuries. I mean, I know Konate is injured. I don't know how long, but if it's long term, it could.
5 or 6 weeks, something like that. He's off.
Yeah,
so we won't see it before like the new year now, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, Konate is probably up there with one of the best center backs in the world right now, next to Van Dijk. Yeah. So you're not losing a Batman to a Robin. It's like Batman with Van Dijk and Konate. You know, a guy like that goes down. I mean, if you're gonna rely on Gomez to hold down the forward, or Kwanzaa.
Yeah, it's a long day, isn't it? It's a long day.
Yeah. So I don't see you guys, you know, I don't see a complete downfall, but I do see some draws coming up. Maybe a loss here and there, which is expected, which is normal, because no one goes through a perfect season. But yeah, Konate is a big injury, man. And if anything else happens to any of your primary players, you lucked out with Kelleher, with Alisson being out, because most second goalkeepers are not that good. This guy is world class. This guy is amazing. Yeah, so you lucked out there. But Salah goes down. You know, you have Gravenberch go down. You got Konate going down, and Trent in and out. So if you just kind of maintain while Konate comes back, and whatever injuries you're going through, if you maintain, I think you'll be all right, man. I think you've given yourself enough room to kind of mess around a little bit. But it's a long season, man. I mean, you're in 4 competitions. In the Champions League format, it's not easy. You're playing top teams. You guys played, you know, Milan, Leipzig, Leverkusen, Madrid. That's not an easy. Teams to play. So,
Abdi, what do you think of that? When people say like we haven't faced anybody and all that stuff.
No.
I don't know when this comes to the equation, guys. I'm a bit confused. You know, what I mean, this is the first time I've ever experienced. You know, we've been called we haven't faced anybody. The past 10 years, whatever we had with Klopp, we never used to hear things like this. But is it the new fans that's coming into football now that's starting to say things like this? Because this is new to me. I thought like every team is a somebody. You know what I mean? I don't think we're facing nobody all the time.
I think the first 5-6 games, you could say you had a fairly decent schedule. Yeah. But ever since then, it's pretty much been up to par with every other team, if not harder. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a tough schedule, man. I think at this point, if anybody thinks that Liverpool need to play better teams to see if they're that good, if Arne Slot is the real deal, then maybe they're not watching football, man. You know. So, like I said, man, it's gonna come down to injuries, and you can never say never with fucking City, man. I just hate this.
It's true.
Yeah, it's impossible.
100%.
You just can't. So you never know, man. Long season.
That's true.
Almost 75% of the season is still up to play, you know. So there you go.
Anto, what's going on, bro? You good?
What's going on, guys? Sorry about this. I used my phone. My computer was doing nonsense again. My computer has got to go to the machine, man. I'm gonna have to get a new one, man. Definitely, 100%.
Yeah, it happens, bro. What do you think of the season so far, Anton? You know, like we haven't spoke for a while, innit? I've been doing things
Yes,
with
yeah, we've been on holiday, man, because
Yeah.
we've been in the top so much. We've got nosebleeds, man. You know, we're too high up in the vicinity. You know. Yeah, we've been doing so far. Been good so far, man. So far, you know, and obviously, what the gentleman said earlier.
Mm,
We play some teams and decent teams and that, but it's
yeah.
just, if we get injuries in major places, boy, we're gonna be in trouble, man. I think. But it's like
Hmm.
so far so good, man. And then when people say you ain't played anyone, who else do we need to play now? Come Sunday, we're gonna play Man City, but you always get that chat of
Mm,
you haven't played no one. But the thing is, they turn around and say in another breath, the Premier
yeah.
League is hard. There's no easy games.
Yeah.
So which one is it? You
No,
know?
the new one will be now. Oh, they're not informed. That's why you're winning. Like
Yeah.
it's like you can never win with these
No,
scores
you can't. You
sometimes. You
can't.
can't.
I was waiting for us. I'd be nice. We win the league, and they'll still say you ain't played anyone yet. We've played everyone twice. What do you want, man? You
It's
know,
it's
that's
still
the
an,
next one. That's the next one.
it still annoys me when we say, "Oh, you won a COVID league." So
Oh,
we still won it. Doesn't matter if it was like empty seats or no fans
players,
in the thing.
Nah, but
players
it's
should play
Liverpool, innit?
better.
It's Liverpool. It's Liverpool,
There's
innit,
no
guys?
crowd.
Yeah.
There's no pressure. You should be
No,
playing
it's like
better.
so. We lost. So like when we came back, did we lose a lot of games from there?
Yeah.
Mm.
And we still won it because we were way far ahead before the
Yeah.
game stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, we won it by 18 points, that season.
Yeah.
So we could have won it more. I think more with more points, but I think they took the foot off the gas.
Yeah, we
you
could
know
have
what I
been
mean, all that stuff.
100. Yeah, over 100.
Yeah,
probably,
but
as well.
when you win a league, you win a league, and it doesn't really matter if it's COVID or not, as long as the league is being played.
No,
And
let 'em-
yeah,
everybody
let-
it
plays.
let 'em
really
stay.
don't matter.
The best thing is to do when they say COVID league, say thank you. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving, man, because they want the reaction. You're like, yeah, cool, thank you. But it's up there, isn't it? It's right there.
Yeah.
It's there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, keep it moving.
It's listen, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, we've seen league titles, me and Anton before. You know what I mean? It's not like new to us. This is the only league title we've ever seen. They don't even count the first division as a league titles. You know what I mean? And
No.
Yeah, but listen, like if you win the Premier League, you win the Premier League. That's what's important in my opinion. And this season, the way Liverpool are playing is just we're not even playing the best football. I don't.
No.
Abdi and Mohammed and Anton, I don't think we're playing the best football.
No. We're efficient.
I've gone and watched us all over, and I don't even enjoy watching us sometimes. You know what I mean? But we're grinding out results as we're actually learning. The new formations, the new coaches, and the head coach, what he puts out. Can you imagine, though, guys? Think about it this way. Yeah, if we're playing like this now, can you imagine if we get better? Like how dangerous we can be. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
In my opinion, we're not playing well. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I think the same way for us. Was it the other day? We was talking about we even got a set piece coach.
Mm-mm.
And then taking the mic though.
It's literally case in point with how we played Southampton. I did not like that game at all. We won it.
Ugly.
It was horrible to watch. I was like, what is this, man? We need to go far ahead in the table. Like we're not playing good, and then we go play Madrid. And I was like, right, okay, choose one. Either play bad or play good.
Yeah.
But as long as we win, who cares, man?
Exactly.
Abdi, what did you think about that Madrid game? I know you probably watched it. Did you like the way Liverpool performed in that game? Because we've got a lot of Arsenal fans that say, especially one of your big channels, saying that playing Sporting and beating them like you guys did was better than what Liverpool did.
Oh,
Don Robbie, man, swear to God.
Oh,
I can put that clip up.
Cute,
You know what I mean? I'm not here to have a go.
No, general.
Wow.
He did say it.
He did say it.
Wow.
A grown man.
Did
A grown man said that.
Did a grown man say that, Foz?
Don Robbie. Robbie said it, yeah?
Oh.
He let me down because I met him. He's a nice guy, but when I heard that, nah.
Yeah, Robbie. Yeah, that he's drank the whole Kool-Aid, man. That's one guy that drank the whole Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid? No. That's Haterade. He's drinking Haterade.
No. I mean the Arsenal PR Kool-Aid. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is for anybody to think that the game Liverpool versus Madrid is less impressive than Arsenal Sporting. I mean, I don't know what you're watching. I think that was, of all the games you guys played this season in the League Cup and the Premier League or the Champions League, I think that was the most dominant performance that I've ever seen this whole season by Liverpool. Honestly, you guys made Madrid look like, honestly, like a second tier team. You know, Southampton actually gave you guys more of a match than
I think
Real
so.
Madrid.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
So big up to Liverpool, man. I don't know what it is. Is it maybe the mindset that most of your players played against Madrid multiple times throughout the years, and they thought we can't let this keep happening, and we got to show up to this game?
Pretty much.
You
Yeah.
don't win one game against them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because why not
Eventually,
have the same performance from Southampton or the same against Chelsea? Even when you played against Arsenal, I didn't see that performance, you know. But with Real Madrid, it was 100% in all aspects of the game. It was domination, you know. And I'm like, why don't they continue like that? Maybe the motivation was higher that game. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you could think about it. You know, a lot of people were saying like they got a lot of injuries, but so have we. But you don't see Liverpool complain about injuries, do you?
No.
I mean,
Never tell me Real Madrid. If any Real Madrid fan ever tells me injuries, that they're not a real fan.
I don't
You can't
care.
say Real Madrid.
Real Madrid can't have injuries. If they have injuries, they somehow still win the Champions League.
Yeah,
They still win. It just makes no sense. So it don't matter if it's injuries or no injuries. Yeah, they're still winning somehow. So
weird, though, isn't it? Like a team that can buy anyone they want, they bought anyone they want.
Yeah.
Is complaining about injuries. Like, how dare you like complain about injuries? It doesn't make any sense. I'm looking at the stats right now. Like 17 shots from Liverpool, 8 shots from Real Madrid. Liverpool had 7 shots on target, and Real Madrid had only 3. And one of them was that penalty Robertson gave away. So if you exclude that, was really stupid, wasn't it? There's only 2 shots in the whole game from the best team in the world at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
You know, Fozzy. Quick. Let me say this: if you watch Madrid long enough, you'll know that if Mbappe scored that penalty, Real Madrid are known to just get a result and just bounce. They can have a bad game. I feel like if you would have scored that penalty, that Madrid, whatever, would have kicked in, and they would have maybe scrapped a draw or maybe a win.
Yeah.
Just because Madrid are just known to do that, man. They play bad games.
Yeah, they're machine. They're a machine. They're a machine.
So Kelleher, I think Kelleher was just amazing that game, man. Amazing, man. That guy, I don't think he's staying past this year. I'll be honest with you.
No. He's gonna leave in the summer.
Yeah.
If Liverpool don't, if Liverpool do something dramatic, you know what I mean, or he decides to stay because you know, like when you're winning things, like sometimes it changes your mind, innit? Even if you're being a second goalkeeper, it really does. Because he needs to understand, like, even though Mamadashvili is gonna come, I don't know if it's next season, maybe it's the season after. They're still like Alisson doesn't stay fit for the whole season, guys.
No,
you
it doesn't.
know that he's always going to be injured. Certain times of the season for long-term injuries as well. It's not even a short term. He's always pulled muscle somewhere.
Yeah, always.
And and he gets a lot of games. He gets a lot of games in the Champions League. He will get a lot of games in the cups and the Premier League as well. So he's going to get his fair share of games. So look now. He's more or less. Everybody is saying if Alisson comes back against Man City, we want Kelleher to stay in goal.
That's what I was about to say now. So if Alisson now, let's say Alisson is fully fit now, I'm assuming, I still want Kelleher in the goal. Like I'm that type of person. Like if he's doing good, so why take him off? Yeah,
exactly. Reward him.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like I don't understand why taking him off. Keep Kelleher there.
Yeah, 100%. Let me just read the comments here, guys. I know there's a lot of streams going on at the moment. The final also says ready to rumble. Gomez or Kwanzaa versus City, guys. Which one would you take?
Gomez.
Do you know what I mean? That's asking which one do you choose, Anthony or Rashford?
Yeah,
it's literally the exact same, but I'd rather have Gomez in there.
Yeah. I rather Rashford, even though but you got to choose them, man, and yeah. Kwanzaa, I
Yeah.
like Kwanzaa, but yeah.
That Kwanzaa, I've seen him against that Brighton game. I was like, no,
Yeah.
bro, we
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
Has
And
to
I
be
think,
Gomez. It has to be.
and his manager's watching him on extra now, you know. So when he makes a
Yeah.
mistake, he does highlight it. It's not like Klopp who say, "Oh, he's young, he can get away with it." No,
Yeah.
no. He'll tell you bang before the game finished. So
We've
yeah, so
seen it with
Kwanzaa
this.
is,
We've seen it with Ipswich as well. He only played
yep,
one half, and that was it.
yep,
Took him out of the
yep,
second half.
yep,
Mhm.
yep. And we're all down for it. We was all down for it, all of us. It was like,
You know, the
yeah,
thing
yeah,
is,
that's great for him.
Yeah.
That's great.
I think to battle Holland, I think it's best to have Kwanzaa in there just for the height and physicality. You know? Yeah, I think,
Physicality. I think at the strength when it comes, if you look at them, for strength, I would 100% put my money on Gomez.
Gomez, yeah.
Why I
yeah,
would say that? You can see in the stature. You can see with Kwanzaa, he's still growing. He's slim and his shoulders are broad, but I don't think it's not a lot of core strength. I think if out of the two, if I was getting one of them to hold up my house, I would put my house in it. It's gonna be a Gomez, 100%.
you go with Gomez with the experience. You go with Gomez with the
Yeah, of
experience.
course, Gomez
But,
and for strength
yeah,
and for speed.
You're forgetting Gomez is the Premier League winner here. It wasn't Matic,
Yeah.
it wasn't Lovren, it was Gomez
Yeah.
and Van Dijk that actually won the Premier League. It was them two was the centre back pairing that won us the league. And not
Yeah.
only that, I was at the Brighton game recently, and when Gomez came out for Kwanzaa when he done his arm, Gomez was outstanding, guys. I swear to you.
Yeah.
Not even one mistake in that centre back position. And a lot of us were saying we'd rather have him as a fullback than a centre back. But from what I saw of the Brighton game, he was outstanding.
Yes, but when he comes on and does a cameo, out of the two, I honestly I will rather have him than Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa, don't get me wrong, he's a decent prospect.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of mistakes. So was Gomez, but Gomez is old enough to iron out the mistakes now. So for me personally, I would 100% put Gomez.
Gomez, yeah.
Okay, we'll go with Gomez with that one. The final also says Gomez starts ahead of Kwanzaa. I think Kwanzaa's got too many off the pitch stuff at the moment to deal with. His head is not in the game. He's young. It's like what Anton said, like he's raw. Like when you come into the team, when nobody knows what you do on the pitch, you look great, don't you? But when people find you out in the second season, it's pretty difficult. That's what he's facing at the moment, and eventually he will get there. I've got no doubt about that. He's got everything. He's got pace, power, aerial ability, so it'll be fun. City won the
He's good. He's
league.
good on the ball as well. He's good in possession, but at this moment, I don't think to play him. He's gonna be thinking, "Oh shit, the spotlight's on me now. Manager's there watching me." You know what I'm saying? I'm putting Gomez.
Yeah,
if that happens to Gomez, Kwanzaa.
See, my only concern is, do you remember when we had that injury like 2 years ago, and then Gomez came on? How we ended up with that Madrid game. I don't know if you remember in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Oh my God! For the whole season as well, not just that Madrid game, but I really, really hope, because the season after that, which was last season, when we had some injuries, Gomez came in. Yeah. And he was really, really good. So I hope he stays in that form, because he knows now Canate is off for like a few weeks. So he will be the starting in the starting 11.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I really hope that he's up to it and he knows what he has to do now.
Yeah.
And just do what he needs. Just do what he does.
Yeah. So that's all he has to do. Chill Guy says City won the COVID title. Obviously, league in 2021. No fans the whole season. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the COVID happened in our season. We understand, bro. But keep the comments coming in, guys. We will read them out. I want to listen to this. If you guys didn't hear what Robbie said, you know what I mean?
Please.
I like Robbie. You know, I met him. He's a nice guy, lovely guy. But when I heard this, I said, you're just part of the modern day fans, really. You're mentally not here. You're gone. But
Real Madrid have been very poor so far in the Champions League. Whereas we came up against a team that they were second in the Champions League. They were unbeaten in the Champions League, unbeaten at home in their league for 18 months, unbeaten in their league this season.
They have just lost their manager.
They've lost their manager. They won their game first game without their manager 6-0, right? Before you jumped in with that, right? And we absolutely took them apart. And the way Arsenal played in that game, we were brilliant. You know what I mean? I'm sort of leading on from that good performance against Forest. And we could have scored more. Real Madrid.
You see, guys, that's what he said. How you compare Sporting and Real Madrid is beyond
Bro,
me. First of all, like, I don't
First,
understand.
we all
I
know,
don't.
right? Everyone's a fan of their team, and get me wrong, yeah? But you know, Robbie, his blood type is Arsenal. His blood type is Arsenal. He couldn't be B or anything. It's Arsenal. So the whole thing- he doesn't understand. For me, he's a glorified tie sometimes, a glorified tie. And sometimes he cuts his tie for stupidness. But the thing is, mad things he's said, and he's grown man, he's talking. And he doesn't even say it with a smirk. You know when someone says there's a smirk on their face, that means he's not really
Yeah.
mean it full-heartedly. But he's saying it for real. This is him, you know. This is him. Remember when he said the other day about I don't like the Champions League format. I don't like the Champions League format. Now you like it now. It's crazy. How the guy thinks. Just the other day he just said he
That's
didn't
true,
like
you know.
the Champions
He
League format.
complained. Yeah, he complained
He
about why.
complained. I like it
Inter
when it's
Milan,
old school.
yeah.
But you never won it before. You never won it before. You never said your team won it before, but you don't like it. But now your team won. Now that part is better than. Oh, come on, man.
He's an OG as well. He should like at least have like think about it. But I don't understand what happened to Robbie. He's just the way he thinks has just changed now, big time.
No,
Well,
listen,
he's with Ty every day, innit? So eventually he's gonna come to it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh my God. Isn't that the same guy that said he will? If they go Champions League final against Madrid, they will win.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
anytime you play Madrid, I think any team that plays Madrid, that's just the toughest period. It doesn't matter who you are. If you play Madrid in the Champions League or La Liga or whatever, that's the toughest game because it's Madrid. That's just the nature of it, right? So Sporting have been really good, but this is the Portuguese league, right? So I don't really count that, man.
And not only that, they lost the manager, innit? So new tactics.
So
you already have the doubts in your head about your career. You already have different system coming up with a new manager. You know what I mean, so there's a lot of things you got to take on as players, and this is what Sporting is going through at the moment.
No, it's a good win.
I'm not trying to trash Arsenal's win. I think it's good.
There's nothing to trash at, There's nothing to trash at.
Have some respect at the same time, innit? Have some respect.
But the thing is,
you can't trash what Arsenal have done.
I guarantee you.
Let
me say something to you guys. I guarantee you, if Real Madrid and Sporting play each other now, we know who's going to win.
100%.
It ends Sporting. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
the issue is nowadays is you have to. Everything has to be equivalent to something. You can't just enjoy your own success. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Liverpool over there, they played Madrid. Let them bask in their success, right? Yeah. You can sit here and say we played a really good game, scored a lot of goals, very fluid football, and we decimated Sporting. That's it. Because two things can be right at the same time, right? You don't have to equate my win to or try to belittle somebody else's win, to mine. I just don't get that, man. If Salah scores 120 million goals, I don't care. He doesn't play for my team. It don't matter to me. So I don't have to compare Saka to him every single time. I don't. As long as Saka is performing for my club consistently and he's giving me the W's, I don't care if he gets compared to Palmer or Foden. It doesn't really.
No, but you know what? You're a rare Arsenal fan, my friend. Because all I've known of Arsenal fans since the dawn of time is they always compare players with other teams' players, and they've always done that. Always.
It serves
you're a rare one.
Purpose.
You're a rare one, my friend.
Yeah, it serves no purpose, man. Because if Saka starts playing bad, right, that's all I care about. That's what I'm going to give him shit, right? But I don't care. Look at Foden now. Foden's absolute trash this season, right?
Yeah.
Did that affect my team in any way?
No.
Did that affect Saka in any way? Saka's still performing, and Foden's not. It's got nothing to do with me. You do you. I'm gonna do me. That's just the way I look at it. Liverpool's success means absolutely nothing to me because I'm not a Liverpool fan, right? Yeah. So as long as Arsenal's successful, that's all that matters to me. But
that's fair. That's fair.
Fair enough, man.
But it's the comparing is the craziness, man. Because there was a time when Saka was on flames. Not talking about now. Proper couple seasons ago, and they were saying there was like I could see Messi vibes, and I was like,
oh my God.
And another one. No truth.
We heard that. Trust me, we heard
Remember
that.
Remember this one. Martinelli. I rather have Martinelli than Mbappe when Mbappe was in form. Remember that one, bro? They come with some stuff. You think, wow.
Yeah, man, that's wild.
bro. And
Listen,
let me just add this as well. You know why Henry didn't get the Ballon d'Or 2003, right? You know why, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, do you know why?
Oh no, I don't really.
No, I'm just saying the
concentrate.
guy, obviously the Arsenal fan. You do know why he didn't get it?
I
Oh,
actually don't know. I
Abdi.
mean, he should have gotten it. I just don't know why.
Do you know why he didn't get it?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
The reason why I'm pleased for in his fact before 2003, right? At that time, Premier League wasn't held as a good league. It was probably fifth in one of the fifth best teams
It was a Serie A.
leagues in the world. It was
Yeah.
nowhere next to Italian football. Nowhere
No.
next to
Italian
It couldn't
football was
It couldn't
dominating.
even
Yeah.
get there. Couldn't even clean the boots, bro. Yeah. What Nedved did for Juventus was crazy. Because in Italy, to score or set up goals, it was a long one. And Henry went there and he failed. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
He
But
failed miserably, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
he got his team to the Coppa Italia won that. They won the league and they almost won the Champions League, but he got a yellow card in the semi-final, so he couldn't play the final. And then man are going crazy. Wow, comes Henry didn't win it. I'm like, wow, you just so Arsenal. So like, it wasn't just Arsenal fans. It was Premier League fans, Premier League, because they were blowing up their league. It's not they were saying, guys, your league is not the best league. If your league is the best league in the world and the player is the best player in that league, that's where you put him up. You put him there. Say, yeah, you know what? Because he's the best league, we have to give it to him. We have to give him the accolades. But it was it wasn't even third. It was like fifth.
yeah.
You understand? And it was going crazy for it.
Who was top 3?
Yeah, but
That's why he
don't
was
think-
second, wasn't he? He was second, wasn't he, in Ballon d'Or? I swear he
Who?
was second in one stage. Henri.
I think he was
swear
third. He might be third. Go on.
Henry
I remember
had
him-
to be top 3 in the 2003 because I can't believe he was top 5. There's no way. It was him, Nedved. I don't. Was it?
Ronaldo.
I don't remember who.
I think it was Ronaldo.
Yeah. R9 was just kidding.
I think Ronaldo came third and he came second.
Yeah, I think
Could
so.
have been,
I think
yeah.
Henri came
Could be.
second. I swear he came
Yeah,
second.
but
And Henry come second, I think.
But
to be
Henry
fair though,
deserved-
to be
Nedved
fair,
was-
that season, I think he had like 30 goals and 20 plus assists, right?
Yeah, he did.
And I get,
Nedved was nowhere near that as well.
yeah.
But the
I
thing
get-
is, what you think you got to see is the leagues, the quality of the leagues,
yeah, but the
the
thing is,
quality of the leagues. That's what you got to
But-
see.
but-
That's what people forgetting.
yeah, but if you keep that same criteria, right? If you keep that same
Yeah.
criteria of the leagues were not next to each other,
Yeah.
I mean, if you take away, not even take away last
You
year
could say
when
10
Messi-
years, Abdi. You could say 10
Yeah,
years.
the
Abdi.
last
Yeah.
10, 12 years, La Liga was
Yeah.
not the best league in the world,
It
right?
was here.
And Messi and Ronaldo were just taking it left and right and center. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I remember the 90s. My brothers used to watch Serie A
Yeah.
all the time. My brothers grew up with Serie A. They didn't grow up in Premier
Yeah.
League, right? So I knew the magnitude of when I was growing up back home. All they talked about was Italian players. No one ever
Yeah.
talked about Premier League players, right?
Yeah.
But
Nah.
when you perform, he wasn't just performing on the Premier League stage. He was performing on the Champions League stage as well. And he was
Wait, yeah. He did do a couple of things, but
He
he
did.
didn't do enough. Not as much as Nedved, bro.
Yeah, but when you scored 30,
he
when
was
you
in the
scored 30
team in the tournament.
Yeah, but when you
Team in the
score
tournament.
hold on, when you score 30 and
Yeah.
you have 20 plus assists,
Yeah.
that speaks for itself. I just think. I think he was.
It does, but again, the league. Again, I'm gonna go back to the league wasn't strong enough to be noticed like that. There was English people were saying, our league's the best. They've been saying it for day one. I remember when the man was saying Shearer's better than R9 when R9 was 21, when R9 was 23. They've always been our league's
I
the best
witnessed
league.
it,
And
guys. I
everyone's
witnessed
shit.
it. That did happen.
I've been watching it from day one. Day one.
All I know
When they
is
talk about their
this.
best defenders, they'll talk about Tony Adams and not Costa Curta and all them man there. I'm like,
Yeah.
are you serious? Are you
All I
really
know
gonna
is-
say this to me?
All
You know what I'm saying?
all I know is Thierry Henry with no Ballon d'Or. Anytime
Yeah,
during his career, I
it's
think it's a crime.
criminal, man. It's
It
criminal.
is criminal.
It is criminal.
So with Iniesta, so with Xavi.
Yeah, but when you have Iniesta and Xavi, you have Messi there. Oh, you're not gonna win over Messi.
But before
2010.
Messi came, they were doing their thing there, bro.
Yeah, Ronaldinho was there before he came. Ronaldinho was holding it down. So it's just you have.
But
those kind of
again,
players.
this is on the world stage, right?
But you could
What I'm
you
gonna
could look
say
at it,
is-
Anton. You could look at it in a way as well. Like the players. I'm sure the majority of the players that won the Ballon d'Or, they've done something in Europe as well as like.
It's
in the
not
Premier
just
League.
false.
Because of course, Henri,
you-
it was just the Premier League, wasn't it, guys?
False.
With Arsenal.
When you check it,
Wasn't really after.
when you check all the players that won it, yeah, it's everywhere. Every shirt, every competition,
International.
you're that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, in the Champions League, it wasn't the same for Henri. Henri scored goals. Don't get me wrong. He did some goals, and I think he scored against Real Madrid. When it goes against Real Madrid when it was winning.
Yeah, he took out Ronaldo, mate.
I understand. Yeah, because Ronaldo lost the ball. He took the ball from me, ran. You know what I mean?
Damn, you are
But I
nine.
don't think it was enough. I don't think it was enough. There wasn't enough.
The thing is, you could when Nedved won it, sure, you could make an argument, but throughout Henri's career, he should have at least bagged one Ballon d'Or at some capacity, one way or another. That's for me.
Maybe he should have took it when Michael Owen had it, but Michael Owen was doing bits in every single shirt. That's the thing. He was the guy.
Yeah.
You see, when Henri was playing for France, he wasn't the guy. It was Zidane was the guy.
Yeah.
Zidane
Yeah,
was
but
the guy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No.
You know what I'm saying?
The French team wasn't. He wasn't as
Yeah.
good.
If Henri wasn't firing on cylinders, they was like, oh, okay, but that's nothing. Once Zidane's doing it,
to be fair, Ronaldo and Messi picked up God knows how many Ballon d'Ors, and only thing I remember was Messi winning the Copa America within the last and the World Cup within the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Before that, he was flopping out left or right, and he's still picking up Ballon d'Ors.
Yeah.
Same thing with Ronaldo.
Flopping out.
Even before the Euros, he was still picking it up.
I can think like the 2010 Messi shouldn't have won. It should have been Iniesta's.
Yeah.
He won the World Cup and did amazing with Barcelona. Then was it 2013 when Wesley Sneijder? Ribéry that was meant to win it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not Ronaldo, because Ribéry had one of his best years in his professional career. He won a treble with.
He won everything.
He won a treble with Bayern Munich. He should have got it, but Ronaldo got it. And then there was another one with Wesley Sneijder. I forgot what year it was. I think Messi won that one. He shouldn't have won it.
Yeah.
It's biased, man. Same thing with Messi winning last year. He should have been nowhere near it last year.
Nowhere near that, bro.
He should have never been nowhere near Messi.
You know what? Yeah, but he's the best player.
That's the thing. You can't argue
He's the
with
best
that.
player.
He's the GOAT, man. You can't. He's the GOAT. The probably give. He's the GOAT.
He's the best player. I'm sorry. When someone mentioned that though, I was 2010. I know Iniesta scored the last goal and everything. He was sick in the World Cup. But Messi's the best player. It doesn't matter what happens. The criteria is different when it comes to Messi. And sometimes Ronaldo. But when it comes to Messi, he's the best. He's the best player. When kids say to me, "Oh, Ronaldo's," I say, "Okay, cool. That's your preference." Because you watch YouTube and you just see the goals just go in. You see him score a kick. You see him score a tap in. But if you understand the game of football, the guy could plays from midfield and creates goals. And the passes he does are crazy. He controls the game. Ronaldo couldn't do that because his laces will be untied and he'll be tripping up.
Messi, the roles he did.
How can man get?
Oh my
how
God!
can man get? How man get the trophy for goals and trophy for playmaker in the same season?
That's madness, man.
It's crazy, that, isn't it?
And then man still would have covered Ronaldo.
Guys, let me obviously introduce Uncle Albert. I don't know if you guys know him. He's obviously on Twitter and all that stuff. He's in the spaces majority of the time. That's the top three: Anton, Mo in the middle, and if you're watching obviously on the TV, is Abdi on the right hand side. So Anton from the left, Mo in the middle, and Abdi on the right hand side. That's Uncle Albert, everybody. Yeah, so we're talking about Arsenal. You know what I mean? Let's just discuss Arsenal, then we move on to the other teams after that. You know what I mean? Uncle Albert, do you want to say anything about Arsenal this season, apart from you arguing with them on the spaces? I can't hear you, mate. Can't hear you.
I said, what's there to say? There's nothing to say. We are at this point, we need to concentrate on Man City, and so we concentrate on Man City. I think Arsenal have a difficult, but I mean not insurmountable task with West Ham, because West Ham are just beginning to play a little bit than they were playing. They've restructured their team and they're to playing better. So they need to go and get. At this point, I think there are two different kinds of pressures. There's pressure on Liverpool to stay with the form, the pace that they've set.
Yeah.
And there's pressure on the other teams to catch up. So, but I think, to be honest with you, if Liverpool beat Man City on Sunday, the race is more or less done.
Wow.
Because
I
let
don't.
me just do the maths. Let me just do the maths.
Go on, mate.
Arsenal need to win 4 matches for Arsenal to even draw any match for them to overtake us.
Okay.
That's hard. It's not easy. If we beat Man City, then Man City need to win 5 matches for us not to win any match for them to beat us. That's also not going to be easy. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not with Arsenal. I think they have a lot more to blame for themselves with their indiscipline. Getting people sent off repeatedly just by kicking the ball away has cost them points.
And they say the leagues, the refs against them.
Sorry?
Try to be Liverpool, I mean, for 9 years.
Well,
I can't believe it.
when we talk about refs being against teams, we've actually had a ref on record saying how much he doesn't like Liverpool, and he's acted the part. David Coote has been a complete ass. He's on record. I mean, last season we saw a karate chop by a karate chop that Jackie Chan would have been proud of, right? Jackie Chan would have been very proud of that karate chop by Doku and McAllister. The referee refused to award the penalty, and David Coote was the VAR guy.
Yeah,
we saw this guy playing, was it netball or basketball? Odegaard in the box. Paul Tierney didn't award it. David Coote was a VAR guy. So, in terms of last season, we scored a perfectly legitimate goal, a goal which was awarded. And Darren England, the VAR guy, said, "Never mind, it's too late. Let's go. It's too late."
let's keep it moving. Yeah. No, but I'm sorry, Arsenal fan, but
and then when we complain,
that was said, Anton. That was said. The game was too big.
And then when we complain,
can't do anything.
When we complain, the refrain is, "Oh, Liverpool, always the victims." And then when it happens to other teams, and then Arteta claims he can't speak English. After living in England for 20 years, you can't fucking speak English. So for me, fuck the referees, man. You need to take your own referee onto the pitch, beat them. Yep. When you beat them, when you win, there are certain goals you score. No referee can disallow it. You win, and you come back home. That's all.
Yeah.
100%. Big up, Uncle Albert. Abdi, what do you think? Like, you guys, what do you guys have to do to win the league this season, bro? Like,
well, Liverpool
what do you have to improve? I know how you
points.
feel about Arteta. I know that, but
Liverpool need to drop like 9 points for us to win the league. That's what it comes down to. You know what it is, right? I think if your focus is on the teams ahead of you, right? Yeah. That's where you lose. Your focus should just be the games you're playing and just win those games. Whatever happens over there, let that not be a distraction, right? Because if you focus too much on the team ahead of you and how they're playing and all that stuff, that's pressure within itself. And then you have your own pressure of winning the game in front of you, right? So just focus on the games in front of you and just win those games. And whatever happens up top, if Liverpool drop points, if whatever happens, if City go up top or they drop points, then you take advantage. But you don't ever look at who's ahead of you. The whole point is, if you win, who cares who's ahead of you? Let them do what they do. Let them drop points, draw, lose, whatever it is, right? But if you're focused on that and you're over here drawing and losing, where are you going to go? You're not going to go nowhere. So I just want Arsenal now.
What you're saying is so true. Last season, you guys were focusing so much on Man City, you forgot about Aston Villa, and they came to Etihad and beat. That's what cost you the. That's what cost you the championship.
You know, the thing is,
if you had even drawn with Aston Villa at the Emirates, you won the league.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we lost them twice, but That's what City do, man. I think City they just lock in and they say, okay, it's time for us to go on a winning streak, and they just go and win, man. Simple, you know. The only thing with Liverpool and Arsenal now is the good thing about Liverpool is they've given themselves a gap, right? They could extend this weekend if they beat Man City, right? But there's only really one team that can just turn it on and remain consistent. Last year, Man City didn't lose a game from December on.
No.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, nobody does that, man. So you're banking on. I can bank on City winning their games from this weekend until the end of the season because I've seen it before, right?
Yeah.
I just can't bank on Arsenal or Liverpool maintaining the same form throughout the whole season. I just can't, right? But what you can do is.
What do you think that? Like, is it because of the depth, like the lack of depth in the squad?
It's the manager, it's the experience, it's the players, it's the squad depth. It's a lot of things, right? You might have the best starting 11 in Europe, but Konate, Salah go down, you're battling top 4. That's my opinion, right? That's my prediction. If any of those guys,
Abdi, I think that Man City have been exposed as Rodri FC.
You could say that. You could
if they continue to play with that double pivot of what's his face, Gundogan. The double pivot they're playing with now is Gundogan and
Rico Lewis, I think.
And Rico Lewis.
Yeah.
That double pivot will be exposed all night long. One of them is too old, and the other one is too inexperienced to be playing that.
They can't even rely on Kyle Walker anymore and his pace to get them out of trouble in defense.
Well, one of the things I was like, I've been thinking, trying to like rewatch some of their games, and what stands out to you is they play 3 at the back, well, essentially 4 at the back. But when they are in transition, they play 3 at the back, 1 in the middle, and that one person is Rodri, and he's able to cover everybody. And then they have 5 midfielders attacking you, right? And their striker. That's the reason why they have the ball all the time. Without Rodri, it's impossible. That's why they've been exposed. That's why everybody is fucking them over. And it is not rocket science. If you have been beaten 4-1, 4-0, 3-3, I mean, they've conceded about 15 goals in the last 6 matches. It's not rocket science. They are missing Rodri very badly, and every team that meet them have to take advantage of it. Man City will be beaten in the midfield. If you want to beat them, you need to 6 people on them in the midfield, and they will lose.
Overcrowd the midfield.
Overcrowd them, yeah.
Overcrowd the midfield.
Yeah.
17 goals. 17 goals in the last game.
Yeah, crowd them out. They will lose. That's what Spurs did to them. I mean, Spurs played with Bissouma and Papesa, who are no mean players, and then they had Kulusevski, who in my estimation has been one of the best players in the league this season, and they completely caused them serious problems. That's what we need to do to them on Sunday, because they are going to come with Gundogan and Rico Lewis again. They have no option.
If they come with them 2 again, I'm gonna be so happy, boy. I'm telling you.
Literally, if we see Gundogan and Rico Lewis and double pivot, it's a long day for them.
Yeah,
absolutely long day.
Go.
We're just going to finish the Arsenal one. Abdi, just to finish it off with Arsenal, what do you have to do to win the league this season in regards to what do we have to drop points, or can you guys, I don't know. What do you got? How are you going to win it?
Well, I mean, mathematically, obviously, you have to drop points.
Yeah, of course.
Because if this maintains the way it is, it's over. Yeah. But I think
because you guys could possibly drop points as well along the way. Because people, what the issue is with the Premier League and fans in the modern day that really irritates me is they only look at our games when we're facing each other, but they don't look at outside that. And I did say that over the weekend. Watch Tottenham. They are going to do something at Tottenham, at the City, and they did. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think when people overlook other teams, it's a dangerous thing to do, mate. I'm telling you, and we see it. You know, during the season.
Listen, yeah, I'm not gonna blame injuries. I'm not gonna blame referees. I'm not gonna do a lot of stuff. Obviously, it's football, right? Last year, you could say Liverpool had a lot of injuries, right? It happened to you guys. You had those red cards early on in the season. You had that game against Spurs. It happens to every team, right? So you can't always say, you know what, we have injuries. This is why we're bad. This and this. No, I expected after the last 2 seasons, I expected Arsenal to, regardless of the 10-man down, regardless if we had 10 men, if we had red cards, you had injuries.
Yeah,
I expected us to get the wins. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect us to drop points like that. Chelsea, we should have won. Man City, we should have won. We maintained till the end. Brighton, we should have won. Bournemouth, we should have won. All those games, there's absolutely no excuse, right? And this is the season. I feel like the stars and all that good stuff was lining up for anybody to take the league this season with the way City are playing, right?
Yeah.
This is the perfect way for a season to start for Man City, for Liverpool and Arsenal to take advantage. And there's one team that said, hey, we're going to take this, we're going to run with it. And the only way nowadays to win the league is you got to go on a crazy winning streak and go at least 10 to 15 points above everybody else, just to give yourself that room that you might drop points. You guys won the league.
You have to be perfect.
You have to be perfect because
You have to be
you
perfect.
guys,
It will be insane.
Liverpool won the league like that. Liverpool, you guys were done by February. I think the season was pretty much wrapped up by then, right?
Yeah.
You cannot go. I'll tell you right now, if Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool are within 1 or 2 points with each other the last month, Man City are winning it.
City's winning it, yeah.
City's going to win it. That's it. And no one else going to win it. The only way you beat this team is you got to slap them and go 10+ points. And that way, they look at
you got to beat them.
You put the pressure on them, you know? You don't put the pressure on yourself. You go out there and win. You say, hey, as long as I win, I'm good. Whereas them, they have to win. They have no other choice, right?
You know what? I think
you
you lot lost it. I know they had the draws and everything, but I think you lot lost it when you went to the Etihad to box clever. You didn't go there to win. You went there to not lose. Exactly.
With that game,
you went there not to lose. You played differently. You played more defensive. You did.
If you watch,
you was doing the tactical ones. You were doing the dark arts and wasting time and things like that. You were trying it. We were watching the game, my friend. We were watching the game. I think you should have. You should have. If you wanted to win the game, if you want to win the league, you should have went and battered them. Then you should have went out and said, you know what? Let's see where we are at. Let's play them toe to toe. But you didn't. You played a different game. You know you did. When you play against someone else, you played against Nottingham Forest, you play against Aston Villa, you would have gone out to go and beat them. When you play against Man City, you're like, you know what? Let's go and do that. But you didn't. You played.
But Anton, didn't a man getting sent off effective though? Because they were. I think you guys were ahead before.
No, so let me. I'll tell you why I disagree. Right? If you watch that game, the first 10 to 15 minutes belonged to Man City. Yeah. The rest of that half was all
as
Arsenal.
Always. Yeah.
That first 10-15 minutes was all City, and I thought the way they were playing, I was like, oh shit, here we go again. That's what I thought. Yeah. And then when Calafiori scored that goal, from that moment on, from the 22nd to 24th minute on, I thought Arsenal was right on top of it. Up until the guy added like almost 10 minutes of stoppage time. That's what, and Trossard ended up getting a freaking red card. Stupid red card, right? After that, the whole game plan changed. Now explain to me, the last time Liverpool went to play against Man City with 10 men, what was the score?
We got battered 5-1.
4-1. I'm not talking about that game. I'm talking about the game last season.
When Mane got sent off, innit?
I'm talking about the last season. I was talking about the last season. When you beat them when they had Rico Lewis in that midfield, right?
No, listen. Let me.
And then he went to Emirates. You went to Etihad.
Oh, you're not talking about this season. Oh, okay.
No, I'm talking about last season.
No, you know why I disagree with that? I'll tell you why I disagree with that as well, right? Tell me, I'll ask you guys. I'm going to say you're going to get 4 points from City this season. Do you consider that a success?
Yeah. 4 points, yeah.
Hold on.
100%.
Hold on, wait.
A draw and a win.
Listen, it's great. Yeah, it's great. But we spoke about you have to be perfect.
No, hold on.
We spoke.
Wait,
And
wait,
said
wait,
we
wait,
had to
wait.
be perfect. And I think
Okay,
you should have went at them like you went at all the other teams. That's what I
brother.
was saying, because when I was
Let me
watching
let
that
me.
game, I don't think you was at them like you do other teams. You should have went and said, you know what? Let's show us what we're about. Let's go and play them. You didn't. You
Listen.
played.
Last season we lost the league not because I got 4 points from Man City, not because of that. I got 4 points from Man City. I'm happy with it. You could. There's a lot of what. Look, we could spend all night talking about the tactics and how bad it was from Arsenal, right? We could do that all night long. But at the end of the day, it's a results driven league, right? I got 4 points from Man City. I lost twice to Villa. I lost to Fulham. I lost to West Ham. When you say perfection, that's where I expected it from, not 4 points from Man City. You see what I'm saying? If I get 4 points from Man City, I'm keeping it moving.
But
I'm keeping it moving.
I heard that. But it was strange when they had Rico Lewis in midfield, and you was playing at Emirates. You wasn't going at them. But when they had their players back, he was like, I don't think we're not going to do that. You gave
The
them
funny
bare
thing
respect.
is, let
Why
me
you give
tell
them
you this.
respect? You're going to go win the
let me tell you
league. You
this.
have to go and go for them.
Check this
And
out.
you know what? You know what tops that? You know
let
what
me come
tops
on.
that?
Let me come
What's
on
his
to
name?
that.
Keane said it. Keane said it as well. Keane said it. He said, "Why you going to go and win the league? You got to go and win the league. Go and play them. Go and pick them off the park. Take someone out." He was saying that when he watching the game. I remember him saying it.
Listen, like I said, you could sit here all day and you could tell me about the whole tactics of the last 3 games we played against them, and you and I probably end up agreeing with each other, right? But if I beat, I drew with City, this season, and if they come to the Emirates and I beat, that's a successful season for a team that's won 4 back-to-back league titles, right? You got 4 points off them. But Liverpool in their amazing run in the last 6-7 years. Have you guys ever beat them twice in a season?
No, not even the season we won the league.
No. To be truthful, but the thing is, another thing.
But you don't have to go at
Even
them.
Bernardo Silva said it. Yeah.
But
Arsenal,
you
the
see,
only
guys,
team. Arsenal, the only team. They don't come play us. They come and they defend really and truly.
Yeah, but the thing is,
there's
but
counter attack.
but the
Liverpool,
reason why,
we don't care. We go at them.
yeah,
We
but
go
the
at
thing
them,
is,
even for the close
sometimes
times.
this is
there's
where I
an
disagree.
adage. There's
Hold on
an
one second.
adage, right?
One
Oh,
second.
sorry. Go
This
ahead.
is why I disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. Right?
Please.
The way Liverpool go at Man City does not mean Arsenal have to go and play the same kind of style of football to play against Man City. You see what I'm saying? Because if you remember last season, right? If you remember last season when we sat back and we just let them have the ball, you know who else came in at the Etihad and did the same thing and took home a win in the Champions League? Real Madrid. Real Madrid literally sat in the low block the whole game, right? So I'm not gonna play the way you guys play. Arteta is not Klopp, right? And Klopp is not Arteta.
Yeah.
If we go against City, right?
Yeah.
And we get 4 points from them during the season.
Yeah.
I don't care what tactics we play.
Yeah.
You play the Arsenal way, sit back, do whatever you want, let them have the ball. I don't care. The only time I'm gonna critique, right, the tactics, right, when it comes to City, is if we lose both games. I'm gonna say that was bad tactics. But if you give me the result, I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool go to Etihad every season and they go guns blazing.
Yeah.
They go guns blazing, and more often than not, they don't come out with a win. That's just the way.
It's more a loss or a draw. Yeah.
Exactly.
Let me.
That's the
tell
way you guys play.
but-
That's the way you guys play.
Let me tell you guys something. Look,
Let Albert speak.
against the big teams in the league, the result you get is almost statistically insignificant because the big teams have results against each other that average out in the end. Your problems begin when you lose to the insignificant teams. I'll give you a case in point. Last season, our championship run unraveled after we lost to Crystal Palace, we lost to Everton, we lost. I think we drew with West Ham.
We did.
Something else. Yeah.
And United,
That's when our championship unraveled because throughout the championships, we didn't lose to any of the big 6 teams.
Yeah.
But others were losing to others. We drew with everybody, but others were losing to
We
others.
lost to Arsenal though.
Arsenal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lost.
only
Yeah, we
Arsenal,
lost to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So our problem is began when you draw with losing.
Yeah.
You lose
That's
to
it,
Everton. You lose to Crystal Palace. That's when your problems
To me,
begin.
You know
it
what?
started when
You know
So
what? You know what?
let me just finish. Let me
When
finish.
when
So
when you
you
got
see,
Nunes up front, you're more likely going to lose. You're likely going to lose.
but let's be fair to Nunes. The shitty play that we did last season had a lot to do with Mo Salah as well. Mo Salah was awful last season.
Yeah.
So let's even though I agree with you that Nunes is a special kind of ass, even this season he's playing better. He's changed his game, but he's playing.
Yes.
You see, for me, if we win this championship this season, I would say our most important game was the one against Southampton, because we were proceeding to lose to Southampton, a team that hadn't won a match.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
When
on
you
versus
do
top,
stuff
innit?
like that,
Yeah.
when you do stuff like that, you cannot win the championship.
Yeah.
Because everybody beats Southampton, and then
Yeah.
you go and you lose. At the end of the day, it catches up with you. So for
Yeah, it
me,
does.
our most important match this season has been Southampton and not losing to Southampton.
Yeah.
We are playing differently from the club crash bang wallop. Thank you, ma'am.
Rock and roll football. Rock and roll football.
Yeah. Our players are more disciplined now. If you guys watch, our players are playing more disciplined, especially Trent.
Yeah.
Has been told, dude, you're a fullback. Play fullback and just fucking defend. Don't go forward and expect somebody to do your work for you. So if you notice, it's limited hamstrings to the likes of Soboslai. Konate got injured, but he's been injured by that little
conceding less
with
as well.
With his hair like James Brown, right? Fucking James Brown region. Injured him. But isn't it surprising that up till now, 12 games into the season, normally Konate hasn't had a hamstring because he's not doing as much work as he's doing for somebody. He's doing his own work.
Yeah.
As for Jota is like my hometown festival in Ghana. Between October and December, he is not available. He's always injured. It will happen. So it's like a yearly occurrence. Between October and December, Jota is injured. So
It's so true. It's so true.
For me, at the end of this season, we should sell him.
Me too.
This is not
for a while.
It's a shame, but you're right there. 100%. I'll hold you right on that one. But ain't funny, right? Klopp was a defender by trade, but as a manager, it's all gung ho. And my guy Slot is a midfielder. He was a midfielder by trade, and he's more like, cautious. It's a weird one. That works out.
Bro, that picture.
You want to hear something crazy? I would take Nunes at Arsenal. I would love to have him there. I'll be honest with you.
You're missing that striker, aren't you? You're missing that
striker.
striker.
I would.
No, bro. You will take anyone. I'm sorry. I'm not because of you. I'm not saying because Arsenal ain't got no striker, bruv. And he's going on like you don't need a striker. You need a striker,
the thing
100%.
is, listen. You guys shit Liverpool fans shit on Nunes like there's no tomorrow. I think
I'm number one.
It's deserved though. Like it is actually deserved.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, I'm not saying that a lot of the stuff they're saying is not true.
Yeah.
But when you watch him play, man, you could see if he gets the right manager or if he gets the right person to train him, this guy can be freaking deadly, man.
Bro.
What he had Klopp.
At the age he's at, he's 26, going to be 27, right? There shouldn't be, if someone comes, you're a professional footballer.
Yeah.
If someone comes...
It's not even that.
He's a professional footballer, man.
Anton, you know what it is? Like, we gave him
£85 million.
It's not even that. He had Klopp. He had...
Go on, Mohammed.
He had Klopp. He even had Bielsa at Uruguay. Yeah. And now when Klopp left, he's got Arne Slot. He's got three... Bro. Like, what else do you need?
No, listen. I didn't say...
Mohammed he has improved.
Mohammed, Jesus, Joseph, all them will all come. They can't help him. No one can help him, bro.
Yeah.
Listen.
No one.
I didn't say. Listen. I didn't say I was gonna pay for him. I said maybe on free.
You know what Darwin, guys? Like, it's like what Anton said. It's 85 million plus. It's been 3 years, and what's changed? You know, in regards to goals, nothing. Yes, you
The only
improve
thing
as a
that's
player, you
changed
improve
is
your
he's-
touches and
he's-
all that stuff. But we
He's
need the
not so
goals.
wild as
You
last
pay
year.
for goals. You know, you pay 85 million for goals, and he hasn't produced it. You know what I mean? But listen, I'm giving him to the end of the season. If he doesn't, get the goals, maybe Arsenal can have him. I mean, maybe 60
free.
million, 60
Nah,
60 million.
I'm not paying $8 for
What-
him. I'd rather pay.
I
Watch
want to
out.
ask you guys this question,
Wow.
yeah?
Watch
$8
Arsenal get
for
him and turn into a
Yeah.
fucking prime R9. You know?
Prime
Hey,
online.
listen. Havertz. I still consider Havertz a donkey, but he's kind of proved me wrong just a little bit, man. I thought he's going to be a total flop, and I don't think he has been a total flop. I think he's been pretty decent. I'll be honest. You know,
He's not a total flop. He's a clever footballer. He's not the
Yeah.
best at things, but he's a. You can tell he uses his brain. He's a brainy footballer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? He's a number 10 / a winger, isn't he? So
He was like
he has
Firmino
got
for us, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
You know, very similar,
Yeah.
but not so
guys,
much running.
Bobby.
Not so
Listen,
much running
we
as Firmino,
we spent
man.
almost an hour on Arsenal, man. You know what I mean? We figured out the issues. Yeah. I want to ask you guys a question. Like, what's going on, Man City, guys? Like, how did this happen to Pep Guardiola? You know what I mean? What is going on? Like, as the team just
Bro,
I love it.
have they given up? What's going on?
I love it. You know, the funny thing is, he actually signed his contract right before, right. I think it was like
Right
2 or
before
3
Tottenham.
game losing streak, and then he signed the contract. And I feel like now he's regretting it. Listen, man, I don't care how good you are or how much of a great manager you are, man. You're gonna taste L's, man, and he's tasting it. And you could see during his press conference, he got his
Let
totally
him
right
taste
up, man.
L's, man.
Yeah,
Let him
I
taste
don't think.
L's.
I'll be honest with you. I don't see like, don't get me wrong. I think City are still, whether Pep is there or not, they're going to be a massive team to deal with in the Premier League. Right? They're just the way they invest, the structure, the ownership, the board, everything is pretty up to par. But
Yeah, you know, I mean, they cheat well as well. You know.
yeah, but you can't. You just can't go on a run for the rest of your life. It doesn't work like
No,
that.
you
Man.
can't. Eventually, you're gonna lose. Any
Yeah.
game you play, you can't always win. Eventually, you're gonna lose, and that's what's going on with him, you know. But the thing is, what the guy has done, he's done some immense things, man. In the football game, he's changed the game of the football here. He's changed the game of football in the country that he hails from. He changed the game of football in Germany, where, funny enough, if you look at it, teams that where he's been managing, the national teams have gone on and won the World Cup.
Yeah.
Barring England. If you look at it, because Joe Tim Lowe, dead manager, but obviously taking his way of playing when he had Bayern Munich. Same thing
got
with
2 finals,
the
though,
Spanish
so that
manager
helps.
when they haven't. There was the same way they were playing Xavi and Iniesta.
Yeah.
Exactly same way with Busquets and things like that. After Senna went from the 2008 Euro team. You know what I'm saying? You got it's immense, man. A lot of things I was saying about around money and things like that. But the thing is, he's got there, bro. He was there at Barcelona B when they had no money. You know what I'm saying? He took Barca from Barca for nothing until, you know what I'm saying, to what they did. That was crazy, man. So I got good respect for him.
Do you guys think like he's overstayed his welcome? Because you know, like what I know of Pep Guardiola is seriously, it's a serious question. Because when I watched him, like when he's coming up as a manager, obviously Barcelona beat to Barcelona, and then he went to Bayern Munich, then he went to Man City. It's like a 3-year project now. But when you look at him now on the sideline, it looks like a beaten man. It doesn't look like a man that's really wants to be here anymore. What do you think about Mohamed? Do you think like, am I seeing it wrong with him? Like,
if you think about it, he hasn't stayed for Barcelona for that long. As long as he stayed for City, he didn't do the same for Bayern Munich as well. The longest he stayed was like 3-4 years, and then he was gone. Now City, like how long is he here now? It's just 2016, like 8 years or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. He's only missed 1 season, isn't it? Over 2 seasons? Yeah, 2 seasons.
Since 2016.
Yeah. So his first season and the season we won the league. Yeah, around 8 years.
So I think he's having. Do you remember that season we had 2 years ago when we had a massive drop?
Yeah.
After the Champions League final when we lost to Madrid, and then the season after we had a massive drop. I think he has in this. He's going to have the same season. I don't think. I mean, at the end of the day, see, they could end up winning the league when the season ends. But
it's so funny.
I do believe they will have a bad season this season, which it happens to any team. Listen, you can be at the top.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, you can be at the top. You can be really at the top, and then you've got one season you will go just rock bottom, and then you will pick back up.
Yeah,
it happens to a lot of teams. I'm hoping it happens to them, and then we'll see another winner in the Prem or in the Prem, of course. But other than that, yeah, I'm loving it.
It would be nice to see another winner in the Premier League, man.
5 in a row is too much, man. He's become a
it would
be nice.
Yeah,
it would be nice.
Uncle Albert, what do you think of it? Yeah, what do you think of it? Pep Guardiola, obviously, you know, and Man City.
Well, let me differ a little bit on what I'm hearing. This is really the first time Pep has been tested. The tests that so many other managers have to go through, lack of investment, lack of setting special players, and he's not actually reacting so well, is he? Man, now he's scratching his head, forgetting his head is bald, and doing all kinds of things, behaving like a fucking lunatic. This is what Klopp went through for 9 years. This is what most managers go through, right?
Yeah.
So welcome to the world.
Yeah.
Every team he has been to, he has been flushed with cash. You went to a team, Barcelona, that had Messi. If I have Messi in my team, I don't have to tell them to do anything. I just tell them, go and play what you know.
That's not fair, man.
Right? If you have Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, what do you tell them? I tell them, get on the pitch and play what you know. All I'll do is I'll stand on the sidelines and do for TV stuff. I whistle. Now point my hand, do this, do that. Meanwhile, I'm not doing shit. They're playing what they know, right?
Oh.
He started believing in his own invincibility when he let certain players leave. Players like Julian Alvarez, you should have never allowed them to leave. Because now he has no option for Haaland. You know, the day I saw that guy leaving, Julian Alvarez leaving, I said, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. This is the guy that I needed to leave Manchester City.
I thought they were going to get a replacement, but they didn't.
And then he allowed, I mean, it started from allowing players like Mahrez to leave. So he doesn't have the options off of the bench that he used to have. He used to have players on the bench that were even better than those who were on the pitch. That he doesn't have anymore.
He did.
So for me, it's not rocket science because he invested all his. It's like the saying, invested all your funds in a chicken farm and found out the rooster was gay. As soon as Rodri gets injured, he's fucked. He's completely fucked. Listen, unless he gets a player of the ilk of Rodri, right, in the January term, like a Zubimendi.
He's in Zubimendi, I guarantee.
Like a
If Zubimendi goes City, oh my God.
But Zubimendi goes to City, he's even a bigger idiot than I think he is.
Yeah.
Because you know that in the Spanish national team, you are second fiddle to
Rodri, yeah.
So if you go into Manchester City knowing that as soon as Rodri comes back, you are going to go bench, and you know what happened to Calvin Phillips, and you go there.
Oh yeah.
That's like a bunch of stupid. Unless of course, Pep sells him a vision of playing him and Rodri in a double pivot. Now that's really fucked up for everybody. Okay, that means Rodri is able to go forward. That's fucked up for all of us. So for those of you who are looking for Zubimendi, including Liverpool, get him before Man City sell him a vision. Because I tell you what, if those two play in a double pivot for Man City, that means Rodri in effect has a free role. That is the end of business as
That's
we
the
know
game.
it.
That's the game
Yes,
done.
sir.
That's the
Game
game
done.
right there. So what I'm saying, I guess, in a nutshell, is that, and look, I've been a football enthusiast for a long time. I know enough to accept what is. Never mind what anybody is telling you. Rodri is the best footballer in the world right now. He's been for a long while. It's just that people don't acknowledge midfielders that often. Finally, he's got the recognition that he deserves. Also, he doesn't get into quarrels. He doesn't have fancy tattoos. He's not seen at the nightclub chasing
And he's
some
on
random
social media.
Spot on,
Astrid
yeah.
West.
Thinking about
He
that,
just does
yeah.
his, he just
That's a
does his
proper role model.
business and goes home. You know, I found out something very interesting about him. The guy doesn't have tattoos because he donates blood.
Wow.
He lives in digs in Manchester because he doesn't want to buy a house. He wants to go home when he's done. He drives a used Volkswagen because he doesn't want to do Lamborghini, yada, yada, yada. So the guy was born simple.
Humble.
But my God, he's a heck of a footballer. He is one heck of a footballer. So he finally got in there. I was actually disappointed when he got injured, even though, I mean, I don't like him very much on the pitch because he's just like, he just doesn't lose. I think the game is poorer without him. I think the game is poor. So you guys should all go to bed tonight and pray. If Zubimendi goes to join him at Man City, the only result is that we hope that the 115 charges stick. Because if they don't stick, everybody else is fine.
Question before we leave
Fozzie,
this one, guys.
I gotta go. I gotta go
brother.
play, man.
No worries.
I'll
man.
catch up with you guys, man.
No
Yeah,
worries.
no
Thanks for coming on, bro.
Take care,
Thank you.
pal.
Yes, sir. Y'all be safe,
man.
man. All right, fellas.
Anyway.
Question, guys.
Yeah.
Out of the two, who's gonna be the ones that's gonna? It looks like Liverpool. You know, it's gonna challenge Liverpool to the end. If you think which one out of the two do you think? Man City and Arsenal. Like, are Man City gonna come back from this, or are you guys resigned to Man City where they are?
It all ends up, well, I'm not gonna say it's all gonna end up, but 9 times out of 10 we'll find the answer Sunday.
Okay.
If I do, like, at the end of the day, we are still playing City. I'm confident, but we're playing City because they can be very, very unpredictable.
Yeah.
But if they do get a positive result, which would mean they will go in high up, they just need to ignite it. That literally, I feel like that's what they need. Just an ignition with it, and that's game for everyone in the league. But I hope that doesn't come. As I said, I'm thinking they're getting the season we had 2 years ago. It just they won 4 Premier Leagues in a row. They won a Champions League last year. The players had to have the fullness of, you know what, I don't have the mentality for, not the mentality. What's the word I'm looking for? Like I just had enough of it. Like I don't want to do that anymore. I don't have. Okay, I want to go and do this. I forgot the word I'm looking for, anyways. But other than that, that's that really.
What about you, Uncle Albert? The two, who do you think is going to be challenging? It looks like Liverpool, isn't it? If we win on Sunday.
I think at this point, Liverpool are their own worst enemies.
Yeah.
That's why I keep telling you that at the end of this season, the Southampton win is going to be very, very, very critical. Because you lose that Southampton match, is only a 5-point lead. A 5-point lead can be a jittery lead. You understand? A few more draws and you are fucked. But my thing is, I seriously think that Liverpool have the poise, the discipline, and as we speak, the manpower. Yes, granted, the injuries are increasing incrementally, but we're hoping that we'll be able to stem it somehow and and keep the momentum that we have flowing. So we'll see. But I think if you're talking about a team to challenge you when you are at the top, don't ignore Man City.
Yeah.
Because if they go out in January and spend, they are still very dangerous.
100%. What about you, Anton?
What was the question?
Like, out of the two, who do you think is going to be the ones that's going to challenge Liverpool the way it looks right now?
Oh,
Who should we be worried about, basically?
it's always come on. I'll still. They're a decent team, man. I can't knock them, man. You know what I mean? Decent men as well, but they're not winners, man. They're not got over the line. The other team have got over the line. They've always been the biggest threat we've had. So
Yeah.
So it's just obvious. It's Man City 100%. No matter what's going on right now, they're a sleeping giant. Like my man said earlier, it just takes them time to ignite the game. They ignite their game and ignite their season.
Yeah.
I hope it's not this Sunday. And I do agree what Uncle said about Zubimendi. Zubimendi goes to that team. That is curtains forever. It's curtains, literally curtains.
There's nothing stopping them. There's nothing stopping them from
Literally
getting January.
curtains. And obviously they made a mistake because just like the Champions League final when he played against Chelsea when he lost, he didn't play with defensive midfielder, but he learned straight away. He learned. You know what I'm saying?
The next one,
his
they
own
won,
worst
yeah.
enemy.
Yeah.
His only worst enemy for Guardiola is himself, as you can see. Physically, everyone can see he mashes himself up physically. So with him, he's his own worst enemy. So I feel like he'll get another striker, and he'll get if he got Zubimendi or another someone like that, it's gonna be a problem.
That's why we've got to win on Sunday.
That's why you got to be just take your wins, take it now.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen, this week we are burying all our demons, man. We've buried the Real Madrid demon. Let's do the Man City demon. I just want to win. However we do it, I don't care. 1-0, 2-0. Dude, I don't care how we do it. Let's just do it. You know?
As long as we win, it doesn't matter how.
It's true. How bad is this injury, guys? You know what I mean? Obviously, he announced it on his social media, Instagram. He's going to be out I don't think he needs an operation, as far as I'm aware. If it's like 5 to 6 weeks, have we got more than an adequate replacement like the likes of Gomez for him? Should we panic or not? Like Konate being out.
I don't think we should be panicking, but we should be a little bit worried.
Yeah.
That's it, really.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Konate and Ibu have been the best pairing in the world right now. Easily. Take one of them off and then add another one in it. It might work out, it might not. You never know. So the only way to find out is just see Sunday how he will end up with the Van Dijk.
Ravi says, question, how do we stop any City attack from the starting? Well, what I've noticed, guys, is like we're a team of two halves. First half, we observe the team, we try to tire them down, we try to see what they do, and then the second half, we just we start scoring goals, and we'll get to the next level. But yeah, Uncle Abel, about that message, how do we stop?
You can't start Man City from starting an attack. We have been pressing high, okay, in a structured manner, not in a Pep Linders press, but in a more sensible way, like we press in waves, very structured press, and we try to dispossess players up high.
Yeah.
If Man City decide to play, that's why I keep telling you guys about that Rico Lewis double pivot. Go back and watch the Spurs match again. They put Papisa on him, and Papisa was consistently dispossessing him. Okay? They also put Kulusevski on Gundogan, but even Gundogan has always been a press-resistant player, but obviously he's getting old. But the key for us in that match is we should jump on Rico Lewis and jump on him early.
Early doors.
I don't know which of our midfield three they will use to get on him.
Uncle Albert, if we did that to Bellingham yesterday, why can't we do that to Rico Lewis?
Yeah.
And
Oh, we can do it. I'm not saying we can't do it. I'm not.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, we should pray that they put those two in the pivot.
Yeah.
Listen, mark my words. If Rico Lewis and Gundogan are paired as the double pivot, we will beat Man City and we'll beat them comfortably. It won't even be the Man City thing where like we score, they score, and then something happens. And no, it won't do that. Because basically we will strangle them. They will cut off the supply. I mean, look at what they did to Real Madrid on Wednesday. You know, after the Real Madrid, I didn't watch the match because I had a family engagement. So I was following on my phone.
Yeah.
And I saw the 1-0 go up, and then I saw the penalty. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then Kelleher saves the penalty. As soon as Kelleher saved the penalty, I said to myself, we finished these guys off. It didn't take much longer for us. Gakpo to score, and I knew they were done. Now, on the issue of who replaces
Konate,
I think it's a straight swap with Gomez. I don't know what the coach will be thinking, but me personally, and this is just me, I don't really rate Kwanzaa. He's a Ghanaian, but I don't really rate him. I'll tell you why. Kwanzaa always has a bozo moment in every match that costs you a goal.
Yeah.
So depending on what time he costs you the goal, I mean, against Brighton, we were 3-1 up. He nearly lost us the match.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? He was responsible for both of the goals we
We were
conceded.
3-0 actually, not 3-1.
Yeah, 3-0.
We were
Exactly.
3, yeah.
So
That's poor.
if the coach didn't have the good sense to pull him off, even though he was upset, we would have ended up losing that game. And when he brought Gomez on, you saw there was a change. I play Gomez. The last time we beat Man City, when we beat them at Anfield, the 1-0 win, Joe Gomez was the man of the match. If you guys remember, he played a blinder against Man City. So I don't see why we can't play Gomez. I won't play Kwanzaa. But all in all, Liverpool should be going to the market in January.
100%.
But don't count on it because
I was about to say they've got Chiesa. They barely got Chiesa. They ain't gonna go January, but nothing will happen.
Yeah, well, they should send Chiesa back. You know, there's a kid in Sevilla called Loic Badi. He's a French centre back. He's worth 65 million euro. But Sevilla are so hard up, they apparently want to offload him for like 25 million pounds. If we are truly opportunistic, we should go and get it because he's really special. He's a really special centre back. Let's
25 million for nowadays.
Listen. I do not rate Kwanzaa, and I don't rate him so much that I will sell him if I have to. This is just my opinion. Nobody should. It's because I have seen him game after game after game after game cost us a game. He's the one who cost us the win at Manchester United.
That mistake.
What do they tell every centre back? How do you hit a square pass across the edge of your box? What the fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with your ass? So that's just me. I will play Gomez. Today. I play Gomez tomorrow. I play Gomez on any other day.
What about you, Mohammed?
Yeah, it has to be Gomez, man. It has to be Gomez. But I do believe we'd have to get. We have to go in January market, but I could say about 99% nothing will happen. We'll just have the players that we have, but we have to go with Gomez. Kwanzaa will end up on the bench because we don't have anyone else.
Yeah,
we literally don't. We sold to Brentford. What was his name? Forgot his name.
Vandenberg.
Yeah, Vandenberg gone to Brentford. So we don't have any other centre backs. We have Gomez, Konate, who's injured now, and Van Dijk. That's it.
Yeah.
Has to be covered.
And I will. And
The
I
last
will,
thing we want is a midfielder being in a centre back position. We don't want that anymore. You know what I mean?
Even
Nah,
Endo can play there.
And Endo. I don't want to see Endo in the centre back.
Yeah.
No.
We'll go Lanka before we go.
I was just going to say that, guys. I really think, I don't know if you've had this discussion already, but I think Trent goes, man.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Trent goes.
Are you guys like? Let me ask a question then. If he goes, is it the end? What's going on?
Not really.
Like,
No.
Because I'm sitting here like I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't care about players. Let them choose whatever they want in their life. If he goes, we could get someone. We could get someone else. So I don't understand why this.
But
is
you
the end of
already
the world
have
for
you
people.
already have someone else.
Exactly. I was about to say we got Trent from the academy.
I was going to advance a point. Yesterday, that tackle from
Beautiful.
Bradley,
Beautiful.
right, is the iconic moment that Liverpool FC are going to use to tell Trent to go fuck himself.
They're gonna give him a video and it'll play that and say, right, bye.
Yeah, listen, it's not the end of the world, man.
They'll tell him, dude, we have somebody else. And listen, that kid was excellent yesterday. For me, he was the man of the match, not McAllister.
You know what it is, Uncle? You're right. You're spot on what you're saying. You know what
Yeah.
pisses me off about our fan base, guys? Is when they criticize Bradley when he's been playing against Southampton. You know, the performances. This is why I say some people don't play football. I think everybody plays FIFA or EA Sport or something like that. I honestly think that because I was in a space. I don't know if you was there, Uncle. I said straight away to them, like when they were criticizing him, all I said was, imagine like you've missed about 10 or 12 games. And then you just come out the cold.
Yeah.
How do you expect that player to perform straight away? Can someone explain that? Because I play football. The guy on this side, has played football. You guys probably play football in your time. Do you ever remember like you playing for your team and then you come back from injury or whatever? You've been at the cold for ages and play the same way.
Everyone needs a warm up, man. There's no you can't just come in straight away and perform.
Anyway,
last season they were bragging about him, taking over from Trent. So now you give up on him because
Trent,
I don't understand. I don't really understand.
Yesterday something happened. Trent didn't want to have anything to do with Jude Bellingham.
With the t-shirt thing,
Oh, the t-shirt thing, yeah.
So he even after the match, he didn't speak to him, and Jude wanted his shirt. He even gave the shirt back to Gravenberch to bring to him. He didn't want to have any contact with him because he didn't want to upset the fans.
Yeah.
That's what tells me he's gone.
Wow. What a shame.
That's what tells me he's gone.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to obviously
and
wrap it up
before you go, Liverpool, get rid of Andy Robertson. Get rid of him.
That penalty was just not good.
He's done. He's done. I think he's done.
Yeah.
The ball was gone,
and
guys. The ball was gone, and he went for the challenge still. Like,
what really pissed me off was you are in a Champions League. We have a tenuous 1-0 lead. How do you go and make that kind of challenge?
It's madness.
It cost us 2 penalties. 2 games in a row.
Uncle, like I said, the worst part of it in that incident is the ball was already gone, and he still went in. As an experienced defender, especially, what is that?
No, listen. Go back and look at the pen. He sticks his leg out when the ball was gone. Just stuck the right leg out to trip the player in the box. Why would you do that?
It was so lazy.
That's bad.
Why would you do that? Against Real Madrid? Why would you do that? And then he comes up with a sick joke after the match. You wanted to give work to do.
Stupid, man.
Grow up, man.
Fucking joke, you little fucker. Get him out of there already, man.
Question, guys.
Talking about that as well, I wanted to say something about Carragher. By the way, he needs to shut his mouth. Seriously.
Yeah,
Jamie Carragher, he's really need to shut his mouth. Same with Michael Owen as well. He just keep chatting shit about.
Michael Owen is a club ambassador. I think even McManaman is a club ambassador.
I want to cuss so bad. He can piss right off. He went to Real Madrid and then he gone to Manchester United. What what are you talking about? When he says, "Oh, people, I'm not welcome at Anfield," Well,
Good.
yeah,
Good.
exactly.
The final
Good.
whistle. The final whistle says City will be challengers more than Arsenal. We can't count City out even if we beat them. City are capable of winning 20 on the spin. You're
No,
right. You're
without
right.
Rodri, they ain't. No, without
100%.
Rodri, they ain't.
Mate, if they make signings in Jan, you never know the unks, innit?
If they
You
get
never
if they
know.
get
Yeah, that's,
Zubimendi in January, yeah,
I've said it. If any of the teams sit down for them to go and sign Zubimendi, we are fucked. Like, fucked.
I'll check it out, finals. I'll check it out, bro. 100%. Guys, before we go, Mo, you got to start with you. What's the score on Sunday, brother?
Hopefully positive one. I reckon we will go. I'll say 3-1 for us.
How about you, Uncle?
I'm going 2-0 because you know Darwin will miss a few chances.
I'll give up. Anton?
I'm going to go for 2-0 as well.
Yeah, same me.
Plus
2-0. Guys, I appreciate everybody. Everybody that's come on.
It should really be 4-0, but Darwin will miss 2 gilt-edged chances.
Yes,
We know.
yes.
Steve, Ravi, everybody, final whistle, all the messages, chill guy. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry I didn't read all the messages. I like to listen to these guys because I've done that enough in the last few days, reading all your messages. So I apologize if it didn't come through. But yeah, guys, this is going to be a regular thing with me now. Like I'm going to get different guests. I'm going to get, these guys on, on a regular as well. So yeah, just support the channel. I've been trying to build a family here. That's what it's all about. I'm going for a 2-0 win on Sunday, and if we get that, that's 11 points. When you got 11 points, you can't fuck that up, man. So you could only win the league from there, and we have to recruit in January, like Uncle Albert said. Because if we don't, we're in trouble.
If Slot wins the league in the first season, Klopp's legacy is done, right? It's done.
Do you two agree with Uncle Albert?
I don't agree with it now because if you remember when Klopp started, he started with bumps.
Yeah, the team that he started with, they were
this team, are you guys saying this team is ready? That's why it's possibility.
Yeah,
but you know that the people, most people don't even have that history, and you realize that the club has been leaking shit about Klopp. They've intentionally been leaking shit about Klopp, like he wanted to buy Anthony. That's really fucked up, right?
How can you buy Anthony? Release Salah and buy Anthony. Does that compute, guys? Does that make any sense?
Release Salah, buy Anthony. That they've been doing that, and it's been intentional. All those things that is it Paul Joyce? Yeah, Paul Joyce.
Yeah, Paul Joyce, the reliable source.
It's intentional. It's very intentional. It's coming straight from Edwards. Edwards has a problem with Klopp, and he's settling those scores big time. He's fired everybody Klopp was working with. Doesn't want to know. So my thing is, the reason I say that is, if he does that, they are going to start saying, we knew what we were doing. We knew that this guy was going to be able to get you there. He's using Klopp's team, the same team Klopp couldn't use to do shit, and they've won the league.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, guys, we will be back on Monday, not Sunday. We'll be back on Monday night with another, obviously, review show. So
After we win.
Guys, thank you very much. And go to sleep. Bless. Take care, everybody. Take care. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.